Social networkers and advertisers meet on ORUSocial.com to maximize your traffic and get targeted traffic to increase your revenue and your company production. ORU is a powerful platform for entrepreneurs, networking, and social networking. Register today and grow your personal and business engagement. Don't forget, it's a social platform, so upload your profile and let's go. ORUSocial.com. That's ORUSocial.com.
Hey you, it's your girl Spicy, host of Spicy Conversations. Join me and my sexy guest as we discuss relationships, sex, and lots of pleasure. A full 2 hours of erotic fun that you don't want to miss. Are you ready to add some spice to your life? Hell yeah, you are. And I am ready to please you. Spicy Conversations, SME After Dark.
Imagine if your business could interchange skilled engineering and technology professionals as easy as, say, you can change a high-end car part. Now, hear this out. If you could, when one highly trained skilled employee left the firm due to growth, dismissals, maternity leave, or retirement, you could replace that lost employee, that lost part, so to speak, with another one that fits their position perfectly. Just like that, your automotive, manufacturing, financial, or healthcare business is off and running again, like nothing ever happened. Now, people aren't parts. Obviously, the company's not suggesting you treat them that way. Far from it. But if you had a resource that allowed you to find and hire the exact type of highly skilled, already trained, and ready to go employee you needed with the attitude and aptitude to work perfectly with your established staff, you can lower your costs significantly. How? Simple. Hiring and training new employees is expensive. Losing a trained employee because they didn't have what you needed or didn't fit in the group is also expensive. If you could always find the right people, you could lower costs significantly, get higher productivity from your entire staff, and grow your business using the best, most reliable, most highly skilled people. That, in a perfect nutshell, is exactly what Seek Recruiting LLC can do for your business. That's SEEC. That's because Seek Recruiting is talented professionals and careers connected. When you need skilled experts, Seek Recruiting LLC has them ready to go. Call 888-991-5833 to contact one of their highly skilled reps today. That's 888-991-5833 to contact one of their highly skilled reps today. Seek Recruiting LLC, talented professionals and careers connected. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. It's hour number 2. The realest, trillest sports and guy talk show in America, in a constant battle against weak-ass sports talk. Yes. Shouts out to DJ Bing, who did his thing yesterday, man, at the Two Live Stews tailgate. Shouts out to Uncle Ray, who did it real big, man, with all of the food. Oh, my gosh. We had mass liquor out there. It was a great time. It was a great time. The Doug Stewart Show is brought to you by footballsportsapp.com, the first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to get in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall. I'll tell you exactly when. And register now again at footballsportsapp.com. If you want to be part of this new exciting technology, okay, which you have a limited time to do and become an affiliate, okay, where you can make money just by telling your friends to download this app, fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Once again, that's footballsportsapp.com and United Games and the Doug Stewart Show. Before I forget, and I guess I'll do this now, and the number to the show is 404-382-0338. Before I forget, man, ball award to a lot of NFL players who yesterday protested with Colin Kaepernick, who started this a couple of weeks ago, man. I wanted to name them in particular. Shouts out to Kenny Stills, Michael Thomas, Arian Foster, and Jelani Jenkins, all of the Miami Dolphins, who all knelt during the national anthem. Marcellus Bennett, as well as Devin McCourty, held up fist during the national anthems last night's Arizona-New England game. And And also, man, I wanted to give a special shout out to Charles Woodson and Randy Moss. Okay, so many of you know Charles Woodson and Randy Moss and who was it? Trent Dilfer, I believe, and one of them Hasselback boys have in effect replaced, who was it? It was Chris Carter, Tom Jackson, and Mike Ditka. Like, those three are out on the Countdown show on ESPN. And so they brought in Moss, Charles Woodson, Trent Dilfer, Randy, one of the Hasselback boys. I don't even know them damn boys apart or whatever. And so they replaced those guys on the set for the Countdown show on ESPN. Okay, Chris Berman is still there, kind of like narrating. He's kind of like the narrator of the whole thing. But yesterday, man, and I saw the video. I didn't see it, obviously, because I was at the game. I didn't see it live. But Sean King, the writer, I believe, for the New York Times, been writing a lot of controversial articles over the last couple of months about what's going on in this country with social injustices. Posted a video of it on Facebook, so I actually saw it this morning. But Charles Woodson, man, Charles Woodson gives like 3 or 4 minutes of straight talk, probably better than anybody else I've heard on TV, and explaining why Colin Kaepernick is doing this, and talks a little bit about the history of the national anthem, and he actually tackles that elephant in the room about the words of the national anthem as composed by Francis punk-ass Scott Key. And he talks about that, how when Francis Scott Key wrote this song, he was talking about the land of the free. He wasn't talking about black people. We were slaves at the time. And then you go into the words. He didn't go into depth about the words of the national anthem and the fact that Francis Scott Key was, wishing that all, rebellious slaves trying to fight for their freedom so that they won't be slaves, that they would die. That's that third stanza of that national anthem. Charles Woodson went in. Very eloquent, how the way he came across. There was nothing really you could say, and then inevitably Trent Dilfer, comes right back with some type of shade or whatever. And bottom line is this, and I'm not going to stay on this all day. I just wanted to give Woodson and Randy Moss, who also has some very poignant points as well, I want to give those cats a ball award, man, because you know why? I know how it works at ESPN. Okay? I want to give them some kudos because I know how it works at ESPN. Okay, 2 things. I imagine when watching Charles Woodson give this spiel, I can only imagine how different it would have been if it was Tom Jackson and Chris Carter. It would have been a lot of heeing and hawing, probably. Not definitely, but probably. And knowing those cats, a lot of times they have talked about, social issues on that show, and I'm talking about Jackson and Carter. But for the most part, Chris Carter and Tom Jackson's persona on that show for many, many years. So I think it would have been totally different. The narrative would have been totally different if it was those 2 cats. So ball award to Moss and to Charles Woodson. Now, I want to see if their real talk, okay, that's what I call it, I want to see if their real talk continues because I know how it works up there. So they probably got flooded with a bunch of negative emails from people and phone calls and friends of executives up there. Pull those cats to the sides like, well, do you believe what Charles Woodson said today? And so what's going to happen is, I'm giving you a look behind the scenes. What's going to happen is probably, I'm not saying 100%, maybe ESPN's all in. Maybe they're pushing their chips to the table and they're okay with athletes being outspoken about these social injustices. Maybe. I doubt it, though. What happens is they're going to pull them into office, okay? They're going to pull them into office, and there'll be a couple of executives in there, and they'll casually just start talking about, his commentary on the show yesterday. And they won't say, Charles, we need you not to say anything like that. They don't do it like that. They're going to say, okay, very interesting, Charles. Very interesting. But in their rhetoric and their conversation, they're going to kind of make it known to Charles that it's not cool the direction that you went yesterday. And so they're not going to say no, But they're going to kind of leave it in their mind that they're not 100% happy. To which degree they're not happy, you'll never know. But then from that, what usually happens is, with these cats up there, I call it the puppet factory because it's a lot of puppets up there, and this is part of the puppetry. So what happens from that is, it kind of weighs in the back of Charles's mind that these cats really didn't like what I do. I like this job. I want to keep this brand going by being on TV every week. And the next time around when something like this happens, he won't do it with such zest and zeal. You see what I'm saying? Or he could be like, I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. And if my time is around here short like leprechauns, then that's fine. We'll see. But as for yesterday and what that man said, and go to my Facebook page, the Doug Stewart Show Facebook page, as a matter of fact, I'll post it in the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group. I actually have it on my personal page. But you need to see what Charles Woodson did yesterday. He knocked it out of the park on his first Sunday on the NFL Countdown Show, man. Ball award to Charles Woodson. I didn't know you had it in you, brother. Phenomenal. Well done. Well done. And I was just so happy because I'm telling you, when I'm watching this, I'm like, damn, what the hell would Chris Carter be saying right now? He'd be joining along with Tiki Barber and Jerry Rice and those cats like that. I mean, undoubtedly, that's the direction that Chris Carter would be going on with that conversation. I have no doubts about it. So, ball award to Charles Woodson, man. Well done, young man. Well done. You got to keep the conversation going, man. Let me read a couple of your messages in the chat room. Damn it, we almost got to go to break right now. We still got to talk college football. A lot to do on a Monday. This usually happens during Monday of the football season. Let me read a couple of your messages in the chat room. From that ninja in the chat room, Leonard, they don't have my ribs, and I don't buy barbecue. That's like the person that makes a Mercedes going to buy another car. That's a very good point, T. Your ribs better than any ribs you can buy, huh? So you bring your damn ribs in your pocket. I get you, T. I understand. They still talking about them ribs in the pocket. Ribs up in the Doubletree. From Gilliard Road's Finest Stewies, that Saturday night, Central Rockets from Miami came up to Jacksonville and showed out. They got a 6'6", 280 offensive tackle running easy 4'5", 4'7". This dude running downfield all night giving pancake blocks to his running backs. You talking a little high school football. From J.B. Jennings, we'll see how long they stay on the air, though. The four-letter ain't like that ish. Well, here's the thing. Traditionally, no. I agree with you. And just like I said when I talked about it, man, we'll see. We'll see if they start tempering their words now because of, the realness that they delivered yesterday on that show. And it's going to be very subtle. It's going to be very subtle that the executives there weren't happy. Not mad, not overtly mad, but we'll see. Once again, they may have a new leaf with these guys. Maybe they brought these guys in for their opinions. Okay, their strong opinions on social issues like this. Maybe that's why. I mean, you got to think. You know Randy Moss's history. You know what you're going to get out of Randy Moss on TV. So maybe they're fine with it. Maybe that's the direction that they're going in. I hope so. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But how about this? Let's just be happy with what we got yesterday from out of Charles Woodson and Randy Moss. Let's just be happy with it right now. Might change, might not. We'll see. All right, when we get back from the break, man, a little entertainment news. Still got to talk college football. We will talk college football around here. It's a Man Talk Monday. Ballers and busters. We will get it done. All right? But we'll talk a little entertainment up next on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
Ladies, have you been experiencing tough times lately? Is your man not eating the potato salad the way he used to? Things a little stressful at work? Well, I'm sure your girls have told you that there's a new spot in town. So come on over to SME After Dark and allow me, Christopher Tracy, and the Honorable Deacon Aloysius Forever Love serve you up with some solutions to your problems in the long